We gonna have some fun today, and I promise you guys, it's only gonna get progressively worse as it goes along. We're gonna take a look at a woman who is just ungrateful, has no appreciation for what her husband goes out and does every single day. And we're jumping right into it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Okay, so Brian is not the default parent.
Let me explain. Let's say Spider-Man and Ernie have a child, Kevin. Spider-Man stays home with Kevin all day. Ernie works outside the home. Now, Brian, keep in mind that both Ernie and Spider-Man are working full-time hours.
While Ernie's at work, he gets to talk to other adults, probably has a lunch break, and he can go to the bathroom by himself. None of which Spider-Man gets. Spider-Man's looking forward to Ernie coming home from work. Ernie drives to and from work by himself, listening to a podcast. Yay, he's home.
Now, instead of going inside and seeing if Spider-Man would like a break from their full-time job, Ernie's out in the yard.
And while mowing the lawn or washing the cars looks good on paper, Spider-Man has been doing the same job from the moment they woke up, probably until the moment they go to bed. Spider-Man wants a break. Spider-Man wants to do something else. Does that make sense?
Even though I'm sitting in a room by myself, I can clearly hear you guys calling her an ungrateful bitch. Now, I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying hold on to that for a second, because like I said in the beginning of the video, this is only gonna get progressively worse, and we haven't even gotten to the worst part yet. And I'm sure a lot of you have questions, just like I did after watching the video. How old is this demon child that never gives you a break? What does her husband do that allows her to stay at home all day while he's the sole provider for the family? And how hard is his job that he's going to work all day and still coming home and doing things around the house? Fortunately, we have answers to these questions. I love social media because people tell on themselves every day, and she did. So let's go through these things one by one, and we'll let her expose herself.
Now, Brian, keep in mind that both Ernie and Spider-Man are working full-time hours.
Now, hold on one second. We're gonna get to the good part. I just wanted to say, I think it's super disrespectful to your children to try to compare being a mother to a full-time job. Nobody's saying it's easy and that you don't have to put the time and effort in to be successful, but it changes your attitude when you think of nurturing your children as a job, a place that most people don't want to be at, and if they had a choice, they wouldn't be there. You had a choice. You chose to bring your son into this world, so you need to treat him as a choice and not a chore.
While Ernie's at work, he gets to talk to other adults.
It's so wild that she would mention her husband's social life while he's at work. Meanwhile, she has a following of 163,000 on Instagram. Are you fucking kidding me? And she sent over 3,000 posts on that page. So clearly she has time to do other things aside from raising her child 24 hours a day, like she tried to cap and say earlier. Now, speaking of what her husband does for work, what does he do for work? Let's find out together.
No, I do not go to the hospital and operate on my husband's patients.
Wait, say that again?
No, I do not go to the hospital and operate on my husband's patients.
So your husband's a fucking surgeon, a highly skilled and highly paid profession that allows you to sit at home and be a social media influencer. You're mad at this man for coming home and doing chores, cutting grass, washing cars. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, I've never been a surgeon, so I don't personally know what their day-to-day is like, but I did find this comment, and it seems as if they understand what it's like to be a surgeon. I'm gonna read this. Gonna disagree with this one. As a surgeon, I get up at the crack of dawn and start seeing patients before having to go to the operating room, where I am standing to perform surgery that can extend to hours depending on the case and complexity. After which, when I get done, I have to complete notes, answer pages, and see more patients, new consults, and follow-ups. Rarely get lunch, and it's a luxury to use the bathroom when I need to. Though housekeeping and child rearing is hard work, being at home allows for rest when you need it. and as the children get older, require less upkeep and supervision. We're gonna come back to that. This observation comes from having children of my own. Also keep in mind that you would not have this upper class lifestyle if your husband did not work as hard as he did. Also, he would not have the time to make these videos you are making as a stay-at-home mom. Anytime I've heard a surgeon mention their job, they always talk about waking up early in the morning, and I'm sure her husband does the same thing. And after getting up early, performing surgery all day, he still comes home and does chores around the house, and you have the audacity to complain about what he does. You sound jealous of him. It sounds like she's trying to make her life sound more complicated and more interesting than what it is because she knows she can't compare to a surgeon. And I think that's all that is right there. Now, we could end the video, but there's still more to this story, and it does get worse.
Ernie drives to and from work by himself, listening to a podcast.
Now, you gotta be one bold ass bitch to get on the internet upset that your husband might be listening to podcasts on his way to and from work. Meanwhile, you have a whole podcast that you run Tuesdays and Thursdays. And look, you have almost 90,000 followers. I don't understand why you would get on the internet jealous of your husband, throwing him under the bus like this when he takes care of you. He provides for all of your needs and you have time to do other shit. So this myth that you're raising your child 24/7 and you have no time to do anything at all is cap.
And while mowing the lawn or washing the cars looks good on paper, Spider-Man has been doing the same job from the moment they woke up, probably until the moment they go to bed. Spider-Man wants a break. Spider-Man wants to do something else.
Well, we've already established you do more things like being a podcaster and social media influencer. But if she's wondering when her break is coming, I did find out that their child is 4 years old. And do you know what happens to children when they turn 5? They go to kindergarten. So suddenly, from Monday through Friday, 8 to 3, your child is gonna be in the care of another person. You're gonna have more time to yourself to be a podcaster or maybe make some adult friends so you're not envious of what your husband is doing while he's performing surgery. Isn't that great? And the sweetest part about it, as your children continue to get older, they're gonna be able to do more chores, which means you get to do less chores. Your job is going to get easy. And there's light at the end of the tunnel because one day your child is going to be out of the house and raising the child is no longer going to be your responsibility. But your husband is still gonna have to go to work every day. His job doesn't stop until he can retire. So long after your child rearing duties are done, he's still gonna be going to work every day, caring for you. So why are you complaining?
That's his job. My job would be childcare, household tasks, Monday to Friday, while my husband is at his job. When my husband gets home from his job, that's when my job of solely being responsible for household tasks and childcare ends. Now we're a team. We're both doing childcare, we're both doing household tasks. We share in bath time, bedtime, making lunches, making appointments, laundry, cleaning, the dishes, making grocery lists, taking inventory of what we need, checking the mail, running errands, feeding the dogs, picking up the dog's shit, wiping butts, and so on and so on. Just because one parent works outside of the home and gets paychecks, it doesn't mean that the parent that's working inside the home works 24/7.
It's funny how she wants him to do his job and some of her job, but if he asked her to go out and get a part-time job, she'd probably lose her shit. And now you guys can call her an ungrateful bitch. But that's gonna do it for this video. So, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.